I'm going to try this superheated steam reforming thing one more time. Hopefully everything goes okay. I got a little bit different of a setup this time. My steam boiler's giving me some problems, but basically what I did is I got a different piece of copper pipe, and I found out if you buy it in 4-foot sections that it's a far thinner tube than what comes in the coils of the copper. I also have a rheostat hooked up off of a light switch for one of those big halogen lamps. I don't know if you can see this halogen lamp here. This is the lamp that I actually took the rheostat out of, and this is the rheostat. You know if you can see any of that. The rheostat's right here. This thing can handle about 10 amps. Unlike most dimmer switches that I've seen in the past, it's far more capable. Okay. Last time I ran this test before I burned up the superheater, I noticed a strange difference in the steam, so I just wanted to observe that as well as try the steam reforming one more time. Hopefully I get better results this time and the system doesn't fail. Since I have a dimmer switch on it, I should be able to get this pipe red hot without burning everything out. I also switched my wiring over because the 4-gauge speaker wire wasn't doing it. This is a 2-gauge heavy-duty wire with the solid conductors. It's not the fine fibers, and I kind of spread them out a little bit, hoping they dissipate heat and not fry out. So what I'll do is some temperature readings on the mod itself. I'm at 21 Celsius. That's about 71 Fahrenheit. You can see that, but it is in fact red hot. Probably better let off a bit. Okay, basically the conclusion I've come to is that if I'm going to build one of these that can really do something, it would probably be a good idea to take a piece of copper pipe and then wrap some couple layers of electric tape around that and use that for my secondary coil, because that way I could circulate water through it to keep it cool over here but yet let it be hot over on this side. Because this is a pretty heavy duty wire that I got, and the fact that it burned up don't really surprise me much, but I didn't think it would get 350 degrees. The wiring I'm using has like this outer shell. This stuff right here has a really high melting point. Luckily this was on this kind of wire, because if it wasn't I would have shorted out the secondary. But I definitely want to build one of these that has a water cooled secondary. I don't know that I'm going to be able to fix my problem right here. As you can see, this big bundle of wire is cooling down the superheated steam just as fast as it's heating it up. So probably what I want to do here is get some kind of brass or copper washer that I could braze to this and use that for my terminal. The terminal itself would pretty much have to get red hot for this to work. So I'm going to have to work on this end, but I went ahead and cut some of this metal off. I'm going to try this test again. With these steam experiments, I'm trying to get some hydrogen gas going here. It's just not working out. I'm at about 15 amps on the steam boiler already, so it's ought to be quite a show. I'm going to have to be flipping the breaker any second here. About 11 amps. Shooting out a lot of water. Hopefully that'll stop. I'm going to fire up this. Get about 20 amps. I'm not getting red, huh? Wow, I don't like the sound of this. Thing's going nuts. I'm at 28 amps there. Really shooting off a nice jet of steam. Uh-oh. I think I fried my... Okay, so that's doing pretty good. I don't like the sounds that I just heard there. Some things have definitely changed concerning the status quo. This thing's shooting water out. I'm at 8 amps on the boiler. We'll fire this back up. Now this whole system is running on 20 amps right there, and it's going crazy. That's 24 amps. I definitely need some kind of suit to be doing this. I'm shutting this down a second. I'm doing it all over again, I got a feeling. Yep, 211 degrees. Damn. Poor thing. That might's vibrating like crazy now. I didn't do that before. I must be grounding out. I don't know. It's making noise like it might have some hydrogen generating in there. Need to shut my mott down before I kill it. Man, it smells horrible. 148 degrees. So I know why. Because this is on fire. So I know why. Because this is on fire. Getting red hot. Wow, that thing's got some thrust. I'm not catching nothing on fire though. That's got some fairly good thrust to it. I mean, I know you can't really see that, but it's blowing this paper towel into a shape where it wraps right around it. If it was flappier, it would probably just eased off a bit, but it was roaring pretty good there. Fire that back up. Dude, it's hot. At 25 amps. No sign of superheating other than my mop frying. Guess I'm out of water. Okay. Okay, my coil secondary windings at about 215 degrees. Definitely beating the heck out of this thing. And basically, I'm starting to think that the steel wool I have is made out of some kind of rust-resistant alloy, because I put some in a little dish and put some water on it to see how it rusts, and it's just not rusting like the steel wool I remember. If anybody has any input on that, let me know. And also the mott that I used in the experiment was eventually fried out from this experiment, because the primary winding was already pretty much baked when I got the mott. It was completely discolored and you could tell it was about ready to go. But when I did an amperage reading on the secondary, it was out of range of my amp meter, which is at 600 amps, and I've been told that those push 800 amps using a 2-turn coil like I have. So basically I melted the secondary insulator also, so I'm going to have to build a mott that uses a copper pipe that's got some insulation on it and circulates water through it.